Hello guys. Today's video we will watch how Brazil won over Serbia, after the Samba team showed that its defensive solidity and terrifying offensively for its many individual solutions. We will learn as well about the most powerful Brazilian offensive weapon, and its impact on the goals of the match and how Serbia played with the ball in addition to more tactical details. We start with the thing that Brazil lacked in the past editions of the World Cup, which is tactical discipline without the ball, to see that they made the Serbian national team very passive with the ball. Low defense, everyone defends behind the ball. Example 1, Brazil draw 5-3-2 with Rafinha on the far right to secure the width of the field next to Danilo, while Vinicius Jr. returns to defend alongside the center duo. Example 2, defense 4-2-4 with Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. advancing to push from the third line. Example 3, defending by 4-4-2 formation with Vinicius Jr. and Rafinha next to his teammates in midfield. High pressure. Example 1, pressure 4-2-4 formation with the close lines and a very cool spread and movement in the area of the ball. While with the closest passing options, Pavlovic presses on Rafinha. Man-to-man guarding. Example 2, pressing with 4-2-2-2 formation on the length of the field to create a numerical increase on the central players of Serbia and isolate them from the ball carrier. Notice that Rafinha and V. Jr. positioned themselves in the half spaces to create superiority in the middle, then waited for the ball to move to the sides for them to press directly on it. Example 3, pressing with the same formation 4-2-2-2 and moving alongside the length of the field to prevent the Serbian national team from building on the ground. Example 4, a pressure on Pavlovic from Rafinha while the rest of the passing options are man-to-man guarded. Example 5, Neymar puts pressure on Živkovic while the rest of the players have to watch man-to-man. While on the other hand, the Brazil national team was able to cope with the pressure of Serbia by creating numerical superiority in the ball area while building from the back. Example 1, Serbia is pressing with 6 players, while Brazil has 8 players in the football zone. Danilo, Marquinhos, Silva, and Sandro next to Alisson, and in front of them, the center duo. Paqueta and Casemiro. The depth is closed. How does Brazil get out? Junior go wide and ask for Sandro's pass. Junior receives the ball and here he frees up the space on Živkovic. Junior example 2, a similar play to pressure Sandro, but this time Serbia put 7 man to pressure players, but the solution comes from Junior, who go on the edge of the field to receive the ball and lead the transition to the center of the field. Example 3, Serbia is pressing with 6 players in the first third against Brazil, but Chit's team always has an extra player, and this time the credit go to Alisson, who took Mitrovic with him to free Thiago Silva in the space and demand the ball from Marquinhos. And while the Brazilian was advancing with the ball up to the center of the field, they was dominating it with a 2-3-5 formation with the duo of Danilo and Sandro in the center of the field next to Casemiro. While the duo of Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. stayed on the farthest lines to expand the width of the field, Paqueta and Neymar enter in the half space while Richarlison remains at the heart of the attack. Notice how the ball levels up with this formation. A pass from Casemiro on the far right side. Rafinha receives the ball and Mladenovic comes out to face him, so there is a space where Paqueta moves to receive Rafinha's pass. Another case in the second half shows the same tactical drawing 2-3-5. Why Brazil dominated the ball? Because they were simply good at recovering the ball by applying reverse pressure immediately after losing possession. The entire Brazil team observed in the area of the ball to strangle the opponent and quickly recover the ball, which is a great thing. While the most important thing for Brazil national team is to improve with the ball. The need of striker contribution with his teammates outside the box, and at this point, Gabriel Jesus is much superior to Richarlison. But sometimes Tite needs Richarlison, because he is stronger in receiving cross balls and using chances, which is what you need in front of opponents who prefer to stay more in their defensive areas. By the way, Serbia is not one of these teams, but we will see that later on. Example 1, the ball with Danilo, and Richarlison has a lot of space in front of him, so he must be a few meters ahead of his opponent to receive the ball comfortably, but his movement on the ball, at the same time with the opponent, is what made him upset and he loses the ball. Example 2, the ball is with Marquinhos, and Richarlison must come out from the opponent's defenders to save the ball in the space and help his teammates. But that didn't happen, which made Marquinhos pass to Thiago Silva. So, the players of the Brazil national team were passing the ball a lot to the rest of the attacking trio, Rafinha, Neymar, and Vinicius Jr. Example 1, Sandro passes the ball to Neymar. But watch how Serbia national team creates density on Neymar in the ball zone to strangle him in tight spaces. Example 2, the same situation is repeated by pressing Neymar, here with 3 players in midfield. The interesting thing about the match is that, although the Serbian national team was defending in their area with the largest number of players, it had a defensive flaw, with the appearance of spaces between its lines and get attacked by the Samba team from it. Example 1, Casemiro passes a very good ball in the back of the Serbian defense, but Neymar could not take advantage of the opportunity perfectly because there was a lot of intensity against a lot of players. Example 2, a great pass from Thiago Silva in the free space at Vinicius Jr., but the Real Madrid star did not take advantage of it perfectly, and the goalkeeper brilliantly goes out to cover. Example 3, Casemiro breaks the lines again between the lines of Serbia. Fred receives the pass, launches it and shoots a powerful ball that the goalkeeper counters. Casemiro played a very great game against the ball, and with the ball he showed his creativity. Example 1, he switches play from left to right with a great pass towards Rafinha behind Mladenovic. Example 2, Casemiro and a great pass behind the Serbian defense, this time towards Vinicius Jr. Even at the threat level, he had very good shots. Example 1, a very strong ball is tackled by the goalkeeper. Example 2, a great shot but hits the crossbar. We turn to the most dangerous offensive weapon for the Brazil national team, which is the offensive shift after winning the ball in high or low places, because the attacking elements have a threatening mixture of speed and skill, so they have no problem playing in wide areas and cutting long distances or even attacking in narrow spaces, which makes Brazil the strongest candidate, from my point of view, to win the World Cup. Example 1, with the first goal, a Lukic clear the ball goes to Thiago Silva and passes the ball to Danilo. Notice here what Casemiro is doing. He scans to get information, from which he decided to pass vertically into the empty space at Neymar. Neymar here received the pass in the blind zone, in which the referee of the match moves most of the time. Neymar sprinted with the ball and attacked the space. The ball arrives to Vinicius Jr. shoots from one touch. The goalkeeper saved the ball, which rebounded to Richarlison, who scores the first goal. Example second goal, Milinkovic clears the ball, which went to Sandro. The ball reaches Vinicius Jr. and passes to Neymar. Neymar passes again to Jr. Note that although there was a numerical increase on Jr., he was able to escape and score a goal, which makes this team unique in the quality of the players. Richarlison took over and hit the ball in a well-known Brazilian way. Example 3, great Brazilian press with 4-1-4-1, Richarlison presses the goalkeeper, and the rest of the pass options are under man-to-man control. Rafinha succeeds by cutting the ball. Then he turns directly to attack the goal. He could have passed to Richarlison or Neymar, but he hit the ball and the goalkeeper handled it very well. Example 4, by mistake the ball reaches Casemiro in the center of the field, and Brazil turns it to attack. Casemiro passes to Sandro, who passes to Vinicius Jr. He receives the ball and uses the time intelligently to allow Neymar to escape his marking after taking 2 steps back. He received the cross in a great area and shot, but the ball went over the goal. Example 5, Serbia loses possession at the Brazil field. The ball reaches Casemiro, who passed to Neymar. Neymar goes off and reaches the last third. But he hesitated to pass, decided to dodge and then fell. Vinicius reads the PK wonderfully, returns to receive the ball, and keeps it physically well. He turns on the goal and shoots, but slipped on the ground and lost his balance, so the shot went away from the goal. One of the most important things about Brazil is that when they get close to each other and exchange passes, it's hard to stop them. Example 1. Rafinha goes deep and connects with Paqueta. Rafinha moves to receive the quick pass from Paqueta. Rafinha arrives inside the penalty area, but the shot was weak. Example 2. Rodrigo goes in with the ball deep and connects with Fred. Rodrigo moves to wait for the pass. Then he shoots a strong ball, but over the goal. Example 3. Although Antony was in a 1v2 situation, he was able to escape and dodge. He then crossed to Rodrigo, but Rodrigo's shot goes over the goal. Moving to Serbia with possession. Build-up phase. They resorted many times to direct play to escape the Brazilian pressure. Example: direct build-up from the goalkeeper targeting the duo Mitrovic and Milikovic-Savic. Mitrovic received and passed the ball to Savic, but the Lazio player could not complete the attack. Example 2. A direct ball from Pavlovic arrives at Mitrovic and passes it at Savic. Savic receives the ball and switches play directly at Živković and Tadić on the right flank. They exchange passes and then Tadić goes on the edge and passes the ball into the empty space. Živković arrives and plays a cross ball, but the vertical ball from Maljovic goes over the goal. How was the attacking form of the Serbian national team? Most time possession with 3-2-5 structure, relying on the expansion of the play with the duo Živković and Mladenovic, while Tadić and Savic move in the halves, while Mitrovic goes out to participate in the play with his teammates. Another example illustrating the same formation. And they depend on switching the play from one side to the other to free one of the players on the sides and play cross balls. Example 1. Mitrovic falls in the center of the field, supports his teammates, and passes the far right to Živković, but on the other hand, Brazil makes a great defensive move and creates numerical superiority in the ball area. Example 2. Switch the play from the right side to the left side, but notice Rafinha returns to secure the space behind Danilo and cuts the ball. Example 3. Lukic passes a vertical ball at Mitrovic between the lines. Mitrovic converts it straight to the right side. Note here Serbia maintains an offensive structure with 5 players on the width of the offensive field. Živković stands on the ball and passes to Tadić. He plays the cross ball, but Serbia's problem is before the last touch didn't create the chance and the final touch was not decisive. Finally we come to the end of the video. Sorry for the delay, guys. Don't forget to support the video with likes and feel free to write your opinions and suggestions in the comments section below. And to stay in touch you just have to subscribe to the channel, it's free. Don't forget activate the alerts button. Thank you for watching and see you in a new video.